Hello, guys. Good evening. This is Krishna. Once again, today to give you the information about the visa supporting job. There are multiple jobs in Japan for jobs for Japanese people, job for the foreigners, a part-time job, the dispatch employees, or like multiple jobs are there. But we, being the foreigners in Japan, we need a job that pays, being the first condition, and more than that, well, for some people it's visa, right? This job that actually support the visa is very much important, right? So the visa supporting job we'll consider. Right, so to tell the background of the Japanese company, I'm sorry, there are 26 lakh companies, 2.6 million companies registered formally in Japan. So, right, the first status of company back then, 2000 year ago, was the company which was registered to make a temple, right? So, Kongo Bumi is the company. Okay, right, let's start. Right. So we have 2.6 million companies, and there are some companies which are on the blink of bankruptcy, not because they don't have money to operate, because there are less people to work. So Japanese companies have less manpower, and companies are being bankrupt. This is point number one. Japan is currently in need of huge labor force, one who actually understands the Japanese language. Currently, we can find 8 lakh openings for Japanese nationality as well as foreign nationality. Right? Anybody who can catch a job, the job will be theirs. 8 lakh non-IT jobs, and we find some 2 lakh IT job openings. Right. So we have seen in last couple of years, candidates were directly hired from Indian universities to Japanese companies. So we see the top universities like IIT. The candidates being hired from IIT were placed in the research center of Honda or Toyota, right? So there are the cases where the best university scholars actually goes to Japan without any Japanese language. So this is one out of 10,000 cases. This rarely happens. Basically, right. So those best candidates or those excellent candidates, they get translators and interpreters along with them when they work in Japan. So this is the level of their no intelligence. Because of their intelligence they actually get this sort of job. It's very good, but not everybody actually gets directly placed from Indian university to Japanese companies, right? Those companies which are hiring for Japanese companies, they actually ask you to study Japanese, right? So without Japanese also it is possible, but it's very rare unless you're very much talented, right? Unless you have like very much skillful, or you have developed some bombastic project, unless you have done something like that, you won't be directly hired to Japanese companies after the graduation of your college or university. Right, basically, right, the things that is being considered by immigration of Japan or the companies in Japan, the standard norms or the criteria is having JLPT, Japanese Language Proficiency Test N2, and having a degree. Right, this is for non-IT jobs, right? Non-IT jobs. This is the minimum thing. And if you're from IT background, having a 3 years of experience on same domain, right? There are some booming domain actually, same all over the world, like AI, blockchain, blah blah blah. I think the people from IT, they know it much better, right? So having a 3 years of experience on same domain and having a JLPT N3 plus communication level will actually make you grant a visa directly from India to Japan. You can fly directly from India to Japan for a case. For a case, you can impress the interviewer with your Japanese language. Right. So this is Krishna. Once again, I'm the consultant. I'm N1 holder. I'm a graduate from Japan, and I'm a professor, and blah blah blah. Right. So if you have any questions or right doubt and queries regarding Japan and anything, You can ask me. As I told you, this video is just the overview or outline or guideline. This actually doesn't explain the in-depth job description or other thing. Right. Yes. So for any questions, just call me up. I'll be there. Thank you.